Very sophisticated tool. Hey everybody, it's Matt the Garden Guy, and it is time to separate our celery root. Started these on 2.5. It is 3.15. We're gonna go ahead and separate these, and we're gonna put one per cell. Alrighty, so I have the first one out. We're just gonna gently go ahead and break these apart. The really small ones like that, I'm just going to discharge, and we're not going to use those at all. We're going to save the really big, nice, healthy ones. It's like that's one we're going to keep. We'll put that aside, and we'll just separate the rest of them out. And there we go. I have these guys right now. We'll go ahead and work with those. I'm gonna go ahead and get my soil mixed up. So I use just, looks like probably 2 cups of the koi, 2 cups of the potting soil. And then I'm just gonna grab the vermiculite and just put a bunch on top. And then I'm gonna go ahead and get my hands in there and get it all mixed up. Next, I'm gonna go ahead and grab my container, and then I'm just gonna go ahead and fill them up. And now I'm not gonna go ahead and pack it in. I'm just gonna keep it nice and loose. Next, I'm gonna grab a very sophisticated tool. Number 2 pencil. I'm gonna go ahead and just poke a hole right in there. And all of them right down the middle. Kind of doing a little wiggle dance. And that's what we're gonna go ahead and drop the roots right down in. All right, so here's my first one. We're gonna go ahead, pop it right down in there. I'm gonna try to avoid touching those roots with my finger, so I'm just gonna go ahead and use this pencil. Push them in there. Grab some of my dirt. Go ahead and pack them in and do the rest. Well, there you go. I have 12 of these awesome celery roots planted. Now the soil is kind of dry. I'm not gonna hit it from the top. I'm gonna go ahead and put this in a bucket so it soaks it from the bottom up. So we're gonna pour our water in there, grab it, throw it right in there. And while that's soaking up the water, I'm gonna go ahead and just split the rest of those out. And then, well, we'll go wait till they get a little bit bigger until almost the frost is gone. Plant them in the ground. Well, about 9 months later, probably here in October, we'll pull them out, and I'll show you next what I do.
All right, so we pulled this celery root out. We go ahead and chop all those bottom parts off, get those a little cleaned up there, and then let's go ahead and chop all those tops off, and then we will we'll take it and we'll show you how we do the rest.
Okay, so now after I got the celery root all nice and cleaned up, I sprayed it with the hose to get all the dirt off of it. What I'm gonna do is I'm gonna go ahead and just start peeling the outside of this off, kind of like how I peel my kohlrabi. We wanna get the inside. So I'll just grab my knife and just go down the side of it and just scrape that right off. There you go, I got most of it cut off. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna start getting this cut up into cubes. What we use our celery root for is the basis of a lot of our soups. So we'll use our celery root, we'll throw some carrots, onions, some parsnips. Unfortunately, my parsnips didn't grow this year. They didn't work out, so I'll have to get those another way. But yeah, the celery root is what we put in the basis of all of our soups.